For the third week of discussion, I picked two TV shows that I rewatch a lot because I think that they're easy to pick up gender roles in, even though I love them to bits. The first one I picked is Friends, which has a lot of toxic masculinity in it. Men in that show are not allowed to have feminine emotions, they're not allowed to be sensitive, and all around they just are allowed to have the emotional range of a teaspoon, which is not the greatest. And then the other show that I picked was That 70s Show, which women are very clearly viewed as objects in that by a bunch of high school boys who are just looking to get dates and all that kind of stuff. And then women are also viewed as they should be more forgiving regardless of what their boyfriend, like if their boyfriend cheats on them, what their boyfriend does to them, any of that. So I think that those two shows and with those specific traits are pretty negative when you think about it that way, because it's really easy to have that seep into culture to, think that men are not allowed to have feminine emotions or be sensitive, or to think that, if they are sensitive, that could mean that they're gay or whatever, when obviously that's not the case. I think that as since these shows are pretty old, about 20 years old, I think that it's changing now. These sorts of gender roles and are much more prominent with technology. We are much more aware of the gender roles, and we are much more aware of, stepping outside of those and making sure that everybody is allowed to have their full range of emotion. Everybody's allowed to feel exactly the way that they feel. And I think that while these TV shows didn't hit the mark on these types of gender roles, I think that shows that are coming out now are definitely more aware of that, and as a society we're just more aware of it as a whole. So I think that that will be changing fairly soon.